Good morning, everyone. I bet you're wondering who I am and why our CEO isn't up here. Well, my name is Jeremy, and I am a teen at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester. I am also a Keystone member, a part-time employee at the club, and your voice of God for today's event. Whoa, that's a lot, I'm not gonna lie. And this morning is all about us, the heart and soul of the Boys and Girls Club, the club kids. Now, I bet you noticed there's an empty chair at your table. Well, not for long. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming our first mates.
Come on, get on up. We're wild and we can't be tamed. And we're turning the floor into a zoo. We live in a crazy world, caught up in a rat race. Concrete jungle life, sometimes a mad place. It's you and me together, the end of a wild day. Don't keep it all bottled up and release your energy. Only reason we are here is to celebrate. In a place where anyone can be anything. Hold on to this moment, don't let it fade away. Baby, keep the music playing. Come on, get on up. We're wild and we can't be tamed. And we're turning the floor into a zoo. Come on, keep it up. It's fun if you're down to play. And we're turning the floor into a zoo. No chance to cool down. Continue seek and find. What do we do now? It's all about finding love. Sometimes hard to come.
Our next guests, my peers from the club, are here to perform Glorious. Enjoy.
Yeah. Why you worry about the small things, bruh? Don't trip on the little bitty stuff. These commas gon' hold us up. Keep getting ins like it's regular, like it's normula, like it's formula. Stars shine on us, don't matter what. Rain fall down, still going up. Could be turbulence, secure your cup. Get up on this amazing thing. I can hear them church bells ring. Yeah, my gospel, the choir sings. Hey, glorious. It's all good when it's me and you. I'ma know everything you do. Lay up now, see the light shine through. Glorious. Believe we gon' get by. You and me, we gon' get right. Believe we're right on time. Hey, it's so glorious. It's marvelous. It's powerful. It's so glorious. Yeah, no wrong with a rose gold watch. Catch another light with a diamond clock. On the way to Paris in a big gold jet. Yeah, we never met, here goes a vignette. Zoom to the Louvre, interior maroon. Still rocking kangaroo, got a whole new view. Flip on my cash, broke bands instead. They said about low, please watch your head, yeah. It's another day, we go let move. You gon' be good, just look at you. Open your eyes, get out your bed. I'll be here. Just put your now, here goes my hand. Jump on this train to the promised land. Gonna look ahead, I got your back. I'll be there.
Like I always like to say, it's time to pass my crown. Please join me in welcoming the Boys and Girls Club Queen, our CEO, Diana Fitzpatrick.
Wow, what a start to our day. I can't believe it. And being called a queen. Jeremy, can you call my husband and let him know that I am the queen? Okay. Wow. I just can't believe those dances. Let's do a round of applause for how incredible they were. I have to do a shout out to JR. I don't know if you know him, but he's our finance director. He choreographed that beautiful dance. Also, he ran the Boston Marathon yesterday. So a big shout out for showing up today. And I know there's a few others that ran the marathon yesterday. Thank you for your dedication and showing up today. And I hope you know how much we appreciate you. So again, for the Boston Marathon, we appreciate you showing up and raising money for so many great causes. So welcome to our 24th annual Foundation of Friends Breakfast. We have a wonderful program planned for you. Before we get started, to the heart and soul of why we're here, I want to take a moment to recognize some very special people in the room. First, I'd like to recognize our board of directors. Could you please stand? Can we just celebrate you? Come on. Woo! Also, we have so many volunteers that make the world go around. Let's celebrate and say thank you to our volunteers. Thank you for your support. But the real magic of our organization isn't about me. It's about the kids, yes, but our incredible staff. Could they please stand up and let's celebrate them? Thank you for your dedication. And of course, it's all about our kids. We do everything for them. They're our sunshine, right, Elijah? It's all about you? Yeah. I also want to extend a warm welcome to Governor Ayotte. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Mayor Rouet, thank you. We're so grateful that you're here and your continued support for our kids and for our community. While he couldn't be here in person this morning, Congressman Pappas will be joining us later with the video. And to all of our table captains, thank you, truly thank you. Because of you, this room is full. You didn't just fill seats, you're sharing what you believe in. You are believing in our mission. You invited people to be part of the story, and that matters more than you know. You are all ambassadors, and we're so grateful for you. I encourage you right now to eat your breakfast. The plates are coming around, so don't worry. Yummy cereal, fruits, all the good stuff that our kids have each and every morning. And I'm going to take a moment to recognize and thank our incredible sponsors. I'd like to first start our day by thanking Coca-Cola Beverages Northeast, our presenting sponsor for incredibly 24 years of supporting the Foundation of Friends Breakfast. That's impact, that's commitment, and we're so thankful. Thank you to Needham Bank, our video sponsor and our new Foundation of Friends partner. We're so glad to have you with us today. Elliott Systems and Longchamp Electric, thank you for continuing your support as AV supporters. And at this time, if you could turn your attention to the screens, we're going to be focusing on the Keystone supporters: Baker Newman Noise, Cohen Investments, Consigli, Eversource, Groundworks, Harvey Construction, Heritage Home Service, JCR Construction, New Hampshire Healthy Families, Phoenix Communications, Power Sales Group, St. Mary's Bank, Community Bank. Wait, I'm not done. We also want to extend our thank you to our Foundation Block sponsors for their generous support: Altac, Badger Infrastructure Solutions, Bellwether Community Credit Union, Claremont Savings Bank, Dennis Myers, the Architects, Fidelity Investments, Granite State Credit Union, IC Reeds and Son, Milwaukee Power Tools, One Source Power, and PG Power. Woo! Thank you. And we all know it takes a village. I want to acknowledge our partners, our vendors that made this happen. Howard Media, I want to do a shout out to Kate for creating this year's inspiring video. And the team of MFI Pro for their visual and audio expertise. And Hannah B Photography, she's running around capturing all the special moments today. Hannah, thank you for being here. Allegra Printing and Stables of Bedford for their printing services. Manchester Media Group for being a wonderful media sponsor and promoting this inspirational event. Now I'm going to take a breath. Because of you, our kids have an opportunity. They're supported, and they have a place of belonging. At the Boys and Girls Club, we believe in something very simple, very powerful. Manchester needs club kids. Because kids grow into leaders, they grow into mentors, into people that give back and strengthen our community. But just as important, club kids need you. They need caring adults, they need opportunities, they need safe spaces. They need people that believe in them. And that's what this room represents. Thank you for being here, thank you for believing in our kids. Now, let's turn the voices that remind us of why this work matters. It is with great honor I introduce an incredible team. Please join me in welcoming Nevin to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Good? My name is Nevin, and I want to share a little bit of my story with you. I first came to the club when I was in elementary school. At the time, it was a place I went to after school, and it gave me something to do, but it mostly just worked for my family's schedule. Now, it wasn't until later that the club really became important to me. As I got older, I stopped coming to the club for a while, but around 7th to 8th grade, I slowly started coming back, mostly to just play basketball, but as I got into high school, I was introduced to Keystone. Seeing them do what they do every day made me realize that being more than just a member was really important to me. I started helping out around the club, got more involved, and searched for as many ways as I could to give back to a club that just gives everything to so much people. That's when I started to join Keystone, and when things really started changing for the better. Keystone is the Boys and Girls Clubs of America's premier teen leadership program. It focuses on 4 main areas: academic success, teen outreach, career preparation, and service. But to me, Keystone goes beyond those 4 pillars. It's about lifting others up and carrying everyone you can and leading by example. Being part of Keystone has had a big impact on me. I've had the chance to go to conferences throughout the country, like Chicago, Atlanta. This year we're going to Florida. And I've also been able to meet new people from all these clubs around the country and try things I never thought I would. These were all firsts for me, and they helped me become a more confident and a good leader. Keystone is just one of the goated leadership groups at the club. For those of you who are in Gen Z, that means the greatest of all time. In addition to Keystone, the other groups are Torch Club for middle school members and followed by Gemstones, a leadership for elementary members that's unique to our club. This is something I wish I had taken advantage of when I was their age. Each group plays a role in making the club what it is. We will hear more about Torch Club in a video later this morning. All of these leadership groups really help shape the club and make it what it is today. Whether it's through volunteering at events, hosting fundraisers, being inspiring role models for the younger generations of members to come, or pushing to make things fun and engaging like our monthly community meetings. We want younger kids to look at us and feel like they can do the same thing one day. But putting all that aside, on a real note, none of this would be possible without all of you here today. Everything I've been able to experience here, every opportunity, like standing up here to speak, every memory, every chance to grow has happened because of the support this club receives from the community. This is why the message on all of these shirts that we're wearing today, Manchester needs club kids and club kids need you, matters so much. Your support helps keep the doors open for kids like me. It gives them a place to go, people to look up to, and the ability to grow into a leader like myself. Whether it's a $25 donation that covers a year of membership for one kid or $225 to cover a week of summer programming, every donation makes a huge difference, more than you know. Thank you so much for supporting the club and for making stories like mine possible. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a friend of the Boys and Girls Club of America's Greater Manchester and Public Affairs Manager for our founding sponsor, Coca-Cola Beverages Northeast, Rodney Chance.
How about another round of applause for Nevin? All right. Good morning, everyone. I am the Public Affairs Manager for Coca-Cola Northeast Beverages. It's truly an honor to be here today and also to be a table captain. Thank you. Thank you for the work that you do and for the commitment each of you brings to this community. This year's theme, Manchester Needs Club Kids Needs You, is both powerful and deeply true. It reminds us that the success of a community is directly tied to the opportunities we create for its young people. When we invest in kids, we're not just shaping individual futures, we're strengthening that foundation of Manchester itself. At Coca-Cola Beverages Northeast, that belief is core to who we are. Our mission is to refresh the Northeast and have an impact within our communities we serve. Our vision is rooted in helping to build stronger, more connected communities, places where young people feel supported, empowered, and ability to thrive. But those aren't just words. They come to life through our values. Values like putting our people first, acting with integrity, and investing in the future. And when we look at the Boys and Girls Club, we see those same values and actions every single day. Club kids represent potential, resilience, and possibility. They come through these doors looking for a safe place, a sense of belonging, and a chance to discover what they're capable of. And what they find here, because of all of you, is mentorship, encouragement, and opportunity. But as the theme reminds us, they can't do it alone. Club Kids Need You is a call to action for all of us. It's about showing up. It's about giving our time, our resources, and our voices to every child to support them so that they're successful. And just as importantly, Manchester Needs Club Kids reminds us that these young people are leaders of tomorrow. At Coke Northeast, we're proud to stand alongside organizations like the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester, because we know that meaningful impact happens through partnership. When businesses, nonprofits, and communities members come together, we create something far greater than any one of us could achieve alone. So today, I encourage all of us to reflect on how we can answer that call, whether it's mentoring a child, supporting programs, or simply spreading awareness. Every action matters. Because when we invest in Club Kids, we invest in Manchester's future. And when we come together as a community, there is no limit to what we can achieve. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for being a part of something so important. All right. I would like to welcome Boys and Girls Club member and 2026 Youth of the Year, Ding.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dang, and I'm honored to be the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Manchester's 2026 Youth of the Year. Thank you. It's hard to put into words just how much this moment means to me. When I think about standing here today, I think about the kid I used to be, someone who didn't know where he fit in and felt like the world was moving too fast to ever find his voice. Growing up, I often felt like I didn't belong. I went to a school where I looked different from most of the other kids, and even at a young age, I knew it mattered. Comments were made about how I looked, and I started to question myself, wondering why I didn't look like everyone else and why that seemed to be a problem. I didn't have the words for what I was feeling back then. I just knew I felt frustrated, confused, and honestly pretty alone. But then I walked into the Boys and Girls Club, and that's where everything started to change. One of the first things I connected with at the club was performing arts. It gave me a space where I could express myself in a way I never had before. At first, I was still shy and unsure, but the staff saw something in me. They encouraged me, supported me, and gave me opportunities to grow. One of those opportunities was a scholarship to the Palace Theater, where I got to be in my very first play, James and the Giant Peach. I still remember standing on that stage under the bright lights, nervous at first, but then something clicked. For the first time, I wasn't focused on how I looked or how I was different. I was just confident. I was proud, and I was myself. That moment changed everything for me. Through theater, I found my voice, I learned confidence in how to step outside of my comfort zone. And that confidence didn't just stay on the stage. It followed me into every part of my life. That's what the club does. It gives kids a place to discover who they are and who they can become. Today, I'm proud to say that I've grown into a leader because of those experiences, just like Jeremy, just like Nevin, and like so many of our first mates. That's why this matters so much. Manchester needs more club kids, because club kids grow into leaders. They'll grow into young people who give back, step up, and make a difference in their community. They happen because of people who believe in kids, people who invest in places like the Boys and Girls Club and make opportunities like performing arts and moments like that first time on stage possible. That's why being a champion for kids society member is so important. CFKs, as we affectionately call these individuals, commit to giving $1,000 each year for 5 years, investing in kids like me and giving them a chance to find their voice just like I did. Because sometimes all it takes in a child's life is one place that chooses to see them, and a community that chooses to support them. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming our Governor, Kelly Ayotte.
Well, let's have another round of applause for Deng. That was amazing. Thank you. And I know that it is a great accomplishment to be chosen among your peers to be Club Kid of the Year. So thank you for your leadership and incredible work. And standing here this morning, I gotta say, when I saw those kids dance, I was like, could I start every morning that way, right? They were amazing. And to hear Jeremy and Nevin and Deng talk about the impact of the Boys and Girls Club on them, I mean, I think it says it all. They really speak most powerfully. I'm very honored. I want to thank Diane Fitzpatrick for all her great leadership. It takes a great leader to lead this type of organization and to get all of the people I see in this room who are committed to the Boys and Girls Club. So thank you for your leadership. We appreciate you. I want to thank also the mayor. I see the superintendent of schools, Dr. Camille. I also see the police chief, Chief Marr. It shows you the commitment of this city to the Boys and Girls Club and how important this club is to the success of the city. This year's theme really embodies how important the Boys and Girls Club is. When you think about our largest city, Manchester, and the surrounding areas, the impact of the young people and their success and empowering our young people to make sure that every child, no matter what their circumstances, has someone in their corner to have the mentors, the staff that are so passionate. I again want to thank the staff because we know they do this because they love the kids, they care about their future, and we can't compensate them for what they do every day and what they give back. So I just want to say thank you for caring, thank you for serving, and thank you for making sure that children have the full opportunity to reach their full potential. And to the club kids, thanks for being there for each other. I know that you support each other, which is so important. Not just the adults that are here, but to care for each other and to meet the friends you meet at the club and to know that you can have a great shared future together. So I look around this room, and there's some incredible people in this room. Thank you for standing up for the Boys and Girls Club of Manchester. I think it's already been well said up here that they are our future. How we treat our kids and the opportunities we give for our kids really reflect who we are as a state. So please, today, I heard that my friend Mike Delaney is going to wrap this up in the end. So anything you can do to further support the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester, please do that. You know you can make a tremendous difference in supporting this organization, and most importantly, supporting the phenomenal kids that you're seeing today and many others who aren't on the stage today. Thank you for having me.
At this time, please turn your attention to the screens for a message from Congressman Pappas.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Pappas. I'm really honored to join you all for the 24th Annual Foundation of Friends Breakfast to support the tremendous work of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Manchester. For over a century, the club has offered an array of programs that provide youth with the resources to thrive. From arts and music initiatives to college preparation and tutoring to fitness and athletic opportunities, the programs empower our youth to live healthy, fulfilling lives. As kids and families face new and evolving challenges in New Hampshire, providing inclusive spaces where kids can feel at home becomes more essential than ever. Our community is stronger and our kids and families are better off because of your support for the Boys and Girls Club. And it is thanks to that support that the club continues to succeed. So thank you to the staff, the board, mentors, volunteers, the entire club family for your dedication and leadership to our community. Your commitment is helping our kids learn and grow, and it brings us hope and excitement for the future. Manchester needs club kids, and club kids need you. So thanks for being there for them.
Please welcome Boys and Girls Club member and 2026 Junior Youth of the Year, Audrey.
Hello, my name is Audrey. I am in 6th grade at McLaughlin Middle School, and I have been attending the club for 6 years now. I am the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Manchester's 2026 Junior Youth of the Year. The club to me is a special place. I love art, and the club gives me a space to create. I spend a lot of time in the STEM lab. Caitlin, the staff member in the STEM room, provides art activities that I enjoy. Caitlin helps me learn art skills. She is a good teacher. I've attended my club's Camp Foster for 4 years now. Camp Foster is a fun place to go in the summer when you do not want to be bored or stuck at home. You can play games in Games Cabin, sports and athletics with Marcus, and if you want to catch some cute and adorable turtles, you can go to the pond. If you are hot and need to take a dip, you can go to the pool. Camp Foster has a lot of fun and kind staff. Also, camp is run by Jenny and Mina. Shout out to them. My favorite part of camp is hanging out with friends and doing the pool swimming challenges. Another program that has helped me grow is Torch Club. Torch Club is a leadership group for middle school members. There are 3 leadership groups at the club: Gemstones, Torch Club, and Keystones. Torch Club is for the tween leaders. To me, a leader is someone you can look up to and trust. In this group, we have done fundraisers, including selling candy grams during Valentine's Day. We did this fundraiser to fund a fun field trip at the end of the school year. I wanted to join this group to make a difference at the club, as it is important to me to make this club a better place for the next generation of kids, even though I'm a kid myself. These are just a few reasons why the club is a special place. And because of people like you, the club is able to provide its programs for kids like me. Please join me in welcoming our mayor, Jay Rouet, to the stage.
Diane, how do I follow that? The thing, I love coming to this event every year, and it never ceases to amaze me how poised, articulate, confident, how incredible the speakers are, the kids are. How about another round of applause for Audrey? Actually, fun fact about me, when I was in 6th grade, I ran for student council, and I had to get up and give a speech in front of the entire school. And my platform was, he has big ears to hear your ideas. And I got smoked. I wish I had Audrey as my campaign manager. I probably would have done a little bit better. But it is such an honor to be here, to stand before such dedicated city leaders, community partners, who give so generously of your time, your energy, your love, and commitment to the kids that are within the city. It's great to have the governor here with us this morning as well, and her commitment up in Concord for our entire state, but certainly right here in the Queen City. We have a great advocate in Governor Ayotte. Thank you. And it's been said, but the leadership of Diane, of Hashira, of the entire staff, the board, and all of the volunteers who make the efforts every single day of the Boys and Girls Club possible, please, a round of applause for them as well. I love going into the Boys and Girls Club. No matter what kind of day I am having, every time I walk in there, it just puts a huge smile on my face to see those kids running around, engaged, excited, and enjoying the time that they have there. And it always makes me think about, what would these walls say if they could talk? And I think if those walls could talk, they would tell the story of a kid who may have first walked through those doors feeling lost and unsure, only to leave years later with the confidence, the skills, and a dream that is big enough to chase. If those walls could talk, they would tell us about laughter echoing in the gyms, the quiet focus during homework help, the spark of creativity in the art rooms, and the steady guidance of mentors who refuse to let any young person in our city fall through the cracks. And if those walls could talk, they would share tales of transformation, of boys and girls who discovered their talents, built lasting friendships, and learned what it means to lead with heart and purpose. And I know this story well because of the role that extracurricular opportunities played in my own life. Sports, most specifically. Mr. Natoli, Coach Coyle, Coach Stanton, Coach Love, and Mr. Abu, who over the course of mile repeats on the field or proper free throw form or tough days sparring in the gym, taught me how to push through challenges, celebrate wins, and lift others up along the way. Those experiences didn't just fill my time. They built my character, it expanded my horizons, and quite literally brought me to where I stand today as mayor. And without them, I wouldn't have developed the confidence or the connections to open the doors that followed. That's why organizations like the Boys and Girls Club of Manchester are so important. This is not a need, or this is not something that we wish we could have. This is an essential function of our growing city. Research shows what we know to be true every day and what we saw from the kids who have already come up. Young people involved in extracurricular activities have higher academic performance, stronger social skills, better mental health, and lower rates of risky behaviors. They graduate at higher rates and aspire to greater futures. But more than statistics, these programs create belonging. Our city could not thrive without partners like the Boys and Girls Club. filling critical gaps, providing safe, affordable after-school options for working families, keeping kids off the streets and on a path towards success during those vulnerable hours when supervision matters the most. These are the kids who will lead our businesses, strengthen our neighborhoods, innovate our industries, and lift others up to shape a better tomorrow. So I want to thank all of you for being here this morning and for your support of the Boys and Girls Club. We deeply appreciate it. It is going to have an immense impact today and into the future for all of the kids here in the city. Thank you all so much.
I invite you to turn your attention to the screens as we share something special with you.
Okay, we're gonna make some meatballs for meatball subs, right? Right away, I think I was really happy. I've done a lot of volunteer work. Being here, I think this is where I'm supposed to be, like helping out.
And after you do the tomato paste, you can do it. Throw your egg in there.
I used to come in and serve breakfast and dinner. Recently, I've been starting to do cooking classes with them down in the teen room. And you'd start rolling them, and then you'd get all the fat on your hands.
The best meatballs I had was from the back row.
That's my family's restaurant.
What?
The kids are very excited to do anything. They want to take care of themselves. They want to learn things. What do we put for spices in there?
Garlic parm.
I've listened to these kids talk, and the impact this place has on them is more than you know. Until you hear them say it, you realize that it is making a difference to them. And they're going into the world and doing things they thought they never could do before.
Torch Club is essentially like a middle school volunteer leadership group. Torch Club definitely encouraged me to grow, and I think it's a good thing because it makes it easier for me to speak out about my opinion without being afraid. And when I think something's wrong, I can stand up for what I think is right.
Before I joined Torch Club, I used to need people to pressure me to try new things and kind of tell me, oh, do this, do that. Now I can actually openly do it myself and not need someone to force me kind of to do it.
Coming to the Boys and Girls Club for me is like a second life because every day after school I come here and I stay here as late as I can because I like hanging out with people and making new connections.
These staff here at the Boys and Girls Club aren't staff. I consider them my best friends, and I think that's a huge part in my upbringing.
What's fun for me is seeing all my members together, seeing our ideas come to life, whether it's community meeting or fundraisers.
The Boys and Girls Club has just giving every child so much that I don't think they realize it until they're ready to leave here.
As a firefighter here in the city, I see where there are needs in the city. There's a lot of adults out there, young adults especially, that have struggled. I could have been one of those kids too. I was pretty darn close. And I came to Manchester at the age of 10, 11 years old. I have to learn a whole new language. The culture is so much different. My mom worked 12 hours, 13 hours a day, but I found security in the club. I was shown love and care and compassion and patience, and I could be myself.
I am a Manchester kid. I grew up on the west side. Growing up, both my parents worked. The Boys and Girls Club, it really is a place where parents can feel comfortable that their kids are going to be safe, they're going to be treated fairly, and it's there when schools are closed. A lot of the values that I hold today were instilled there, so as I grew in my career at Eversource, I saw the opportunity to become a board member there. It's always fun to go back to your childhood, and I feel like it brings me there. Career day at Camp Foster, I don't know who has more fun, the camp kids or the employees of Eversource, because it means a lot to them to be able to do that type of show and tell and let the kids try on the personal protective equipment and try utilizing sticks as they do in their career in the field.
I love giving back. I mean, I coach football, I coach basketball. One of the best ones out there is the dodgeball game. It's members of the Manchester Fire Department versus kids of the Boys and Girls Club. And those are intense. It's almost like an honor for me to be in the other side and be able to give the same, love, respect, and caring that they provided to me.
That was fun. I'm sweating now.
My favorite thing about the club is that the club has a bunch of different activities. My favorite thing about the club is going outside and having so much fun and learning new things.
My favorite thing about the club is about steps.
Ooh, the games!
My favorite part of the club is the different opportunities it gives us to go different places.
My favorite thing of the Boys and Girls Club is the learning center.
My favorite thing is the quiet room in the movies. My favorite thing about the club is that we all play.
My favorite thing is the gym, and so I could cheat around and play basketball.
My favorite thing about the club is the food.
My favorite thing about the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester is that when I come in having a bad day, the kids make it a whole bunch better.
People around here like to be safe and protect people when they need help.
Oh, I love the club so much.
Without the community, the club wouldn't exist. The transformation from when I went there to what it is now, it's pretty impressive to see, like the STEM lab. The transformation is largely made possible by everybody buying in on the philosophy and understanding what the club truly does for the kids in the greater Manchester community.
It's impacted us in such a positive manner because it provides that safe and productive after-school care that so many families need at the end of the day.
It's not just a place for kids to go, but it's a place for families to go, where you can feel safe, nurtured, and grow into a wonderful human being.
For me and for the SNHU community, the club is an extraordinary place of belonging.
I think that because people are so invested in keeping this resource here and alive, if you get into a place where you can finally give back, and this organization helped you when you were a child or helped your children when they were small, and by the way, my children went to a Boys and Girls Club growing up, and now that I'm in a position that I can actually turn around and give back, that's not even a question.
Anytime I go there, I feel like the kids own it. They know it's their place. They belong there, and you get that sense of, this is their club. Next up is school, and then their larger community, and they're finally, as they're adults, this is their city, and they stay and they make Manchester what it is.
When we nourish our communities, they thrive. And that's really what the Boys and Girls Club does. So you think about it, Manchester needs club kids and club kids need you.
Manchester needs club kids need you.
Manchester needs club kids and club kids need you.
Please welcome Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester former club kid Jim Torero.
Good morning, everybody. I'm actually pretty nervous. I don't get to do this often, so thank you all for being here. Sincerely, I appreciate all you guys being here because I didn't bring a speech. It's not that I'm not prepared. It's I wanted to share from my heart what the club means to me. My name is Jim Torero. I live here in the city, originally from the Dominican Republic. I came here as a young child, parents. First generation immigrations here. Growing up in the city at the time, it was overwhelming. It was a lot to overcome, especially not being able to speak English. I I got an opportunity to pretty much live and work in the city of Manchester, and I'm proud of that. I'm currently a firefighter here in the city, and I'm beyond proud just to not only live here, but serve the city and give back in a much greater opportunity. The club, to me, it's a big circle. What it means to me is a chance of opportunity, is a chance of grow, and is a chance of being who you really are. There's a lot out there that could take you away, and I want to thank Antonio because for as long as I've been part of the club, you know, I can remember you, you know, always guided. So I volunteer at the club doing dodgeball, basketball, and I can go back to a time, and I was telling Dan my story of when I used to play basketball at the Boys and Girls Club. I wasn't really good at basketball, but somehow I still made the team. And but those are the opportunities that gave me the chance. What you give, it shows here of the product of what I am. By you giving, you're giving, you know, kids like me an opportunity to do this. And this is why it's so crucial. This is why it's so important. I appreciate every single one of you because I can remember a time when my mom wasn't home and the most vulnerable hours for me were from 4 to 8. I would leave school and I didn't have anywhere to go. And I could go to the Boys and Girls Club and I could spend time there. I met a lot of friends. Even though my English was a little broken, I still belonged. You know, I still found home there. So I sincerely appreciate every single one of you guys for being here, for giving. And what you give, this is the end product of what you get. A member in the community, someone that wants to give back, someone that wants to be here, you know, someone that's proud to be here. And I sincerely appreciate it. All right, thank you so much.
Please welcome Boys and Girls Club of Greater Manchester board member Michael Delaney.
Good morning, everyone. Before I get to my remarks, I've got to go back to CFO JR and the Boston Marathon. JR, where are you? Very impressive. I would have given you completion of a 5K, right? I could see you beating Chief Maher and the Manchester Police foot race for the fallen, right? But a Boston Marathon, that is true inspiration for the club kids. And just to keep that inspiration going for you on your Boston Marathon journey, I'm gonna do one other marathon shout out. And that's to Pete Madden of our video sponsor, Needham Bank, who's with us this morning. After completing his 31st consecutive Boston Marathon yesterday. And that's all done at the ripe age of 45. Don't try to do that math, it's not gonna add up. But thanks so much for being in this room. If you think this breakfast is loud and full of energy, I'm gonna invite every one of you to join us for a breakfast at the clubhouse on Union Street. It's truly remarkable. The food is unquestionably better, right? And the kids are even louder than board member Steve McMahon at his table this morning, if that is even possible. But it's true, this annual breakfast really does give you a snapshot into what it's like to have breakfast at the club each morning. It's where the energy, excitement, growth, and nourishment starts taking place each day at the club, sunrise to sunset. And as I look around this room, I see so many people I know who care so deeply about this community. Earlier, you heard from Jeremy, Audrey, Nevin, Dang, about the first half of the 2026 theme, Manchester Needs Club Kids, and what incredible role models they are. Now, I'm just gonna talk for a few minutes about the second half of our 2026 theme. Club kids need you. They really do. And this is the part of the program where you come in, where you can put a lasting smile on the face of that first mate sitting at your table. The club runs on 3 simple truths. Every child deserves a safe place to go. Every child deserves a mentor like JR who believes in them and inspires them. Every child should be given the opportunities to discover who they can become. And for many of our club kids, these truths are not necessarily a given in their lives before they experience the club. So many face challenges that many of us simply never had to face. And that's where the club steps in. At the club, kids find mentors who motivate them. Those mentors know when they're having a tough day. They celebrate their successes, big or small. The kids get help with homework, build lasting friendships, and are exposed to new experiences. And through the daily programming, they receive a message from everyone in this room. The message is that you matter. The message is that your future matters to all of us, and we are pulling for all of you. None of this can happen without you. The club kids need you. Your support is what keeps our doors open before school, after school, and all summer long. It provides safe spaces, caring mentors, academic support, and opportunities that many of our kids would not otherwise have. Today, I'm asking you to become part of something truly inspirational and transformational, our Champion of Kids Society. When you invest $1,000 for 5 years, you're not just making a donation, you're making a commitment to a child's future. And we know that looks different for everyone. A monthly gift can be just as powerful. It can provide reliable transportation, making sure a child gets safely to and from the club. It can provide meals, ensuring that no child goes hungry after a long school day. It can provide access to programs that help kids discover who they are and who they can become. Every dollar you give to the club stays right here in this community and directly impacts the lives of young people who need us most. So today, I invite you to take that step. Invest in a child. Invest in their future. Become a champion for kids, because when you give, you're not just supporting a program, you're changing lives. Thank you so much for your support of the Club Kids.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Mike. I love your humor this early in the morning. I have a special favor to ask our table captains. If they would not mind taking out the box and passing out those amazing envelopes, I would greatly appreciate it. Dr. Baxter, you're in the hot seat today. As we're passing those out, I just want to thank Jim for sharing his story today. Your journey is a powerful reminder of what happens when a young person is surrounded by consistency, care, and people who refuse to give up on them. Your story puts a face and a future on why it matters. And again, thank you, Mike. You're not just sharing why it's important to support the club, you're talking about why it's important to invest in the club. It's about stepping forward and believing in the young people and choosing to be part of their story. This breakfast is something we host yearly with very great reasons. We gather to raise awareness because not everyone knows how many children in Manchester need a safe place to go after school, a trusted adult to turn to, or a community that believes in them. It's the awareness isn't alone. Club kids don't need to just be seen. They need champions like all of you in this room. And that's why our theme today matters so deeply. Manchester needs club kids. They are our future leaders, our workforce, our neighbors, our caregivers. The success of this city depends on how well we show up today. And just importantly, kids need you. They need mentors, advocates, donors, volunteers, believers. They need people willing to say, you matter, you belong, your future's worth investing. As you leave today, I hope you carry Nevin's, Dang's, Audrey's, Jim's stories with you, and that you remember Mike's why. And you ask yourself, how can I ensure that every child in Manchester has a chance to grow up in a safe, supportive, fully possible life? Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in our kids. But I have a small favor to ask you. Before we conclude this program, could you look at your first mates, do a high five, a fist pump, and wish them a great day as they go and get on the buses? All right, guys, go to school. Time to go to school. We'll see you in a little bit. Thank you, guys. Have a great day at school. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Like the road that you travel on, there's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you in.